Hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live at around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Welcome. Mel, I love your kitty cat box. By you doing that, you'll help. Hello, Jacob. Just fine. I hope you all saw the video where I fed the outside cats this afternoon, right around 5 o'clock. Or 6 o'clock fast time, but it was 5 o'clock slow time. And people, I would tell you, I'm 70 plus years old, 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, back problems on a fixed income. And for Indiana people, the way the governor talked today on a Indianapolis news station, we should get our partially food stamps tomorrow. Should. That's what a TV station out of Indianapolis said. I forget which one it was. Also, you all seen on, I think it's been on Facebook and probably X. I know it was on X, that's where I saw it, that we gonna get $2,000 by January. I believe it when it hits my bank account. From what I've read, as you all might read, it's because of the tax that they charge in those countries. Okay, my problem is, are you married or single? Do you have kids? That's a catch-22. If you're single, are you going to get $2,000 or are you going to get $1,500 because you're single and you're not married? They said we supposed to get that $2,000. President Trump said on his X channel that we should get that by January. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if I could get $4,000 or $5,000. Hello, Preston. I'm 70 plus. 70 plus. Okay, Jacob. You and 709 needs to talk. 709 is from Canada. 709's from Canada. You need to subscribe to 709's YouTube channel. I think it's 709 Concert TV or something like that. And I'm in my 70s there, Preston World, DRBX. I've lived longer than anybody on my dad's side of the family. My real dad's side of the family. I'm adopted. And everybody on my dad's side of the family died between 60 and 65 of either heart attacks or strokes. I was ready to die between 60 and 65 because I knew that was the timeline that everybody on my dad's side of the family died. You know, uncles and dad and probably sister. Yep, he done 709 Jacob done a video of a band. I'm saying that's probably his wife's band. I forget what part of Canada he lives in. The only thing I know, it's an island. And another person I watch on YouTube. Hello, Linda. I used to date a girl named Linda, but she's up there in heaven now. Been up in heaven probably 10, 15 years. And she was a very nice Linda. And I want you all to send prayers out to the people who died in that airplane crash last week in Louisville, Kentucky. I saw the pictures of the people who died, 2 ladies. They look familiar. And one of the guys that died, he looks familiar. But there was a child and I guess her father who died. The girl looked like maybe 6 to 8 years old. You know, I'm just guessing at the age. You all been watching the news. But UPS and FedEx and other people that got the MD-11 have grounded those planes. They should have done it that night when the plane crashed, in my book. But I want to know what causes that engine to fire. And you all heard that FFA or NTSB talk. Right before the plane crashed, the bells went off. You know, I figured the engine, if it was on fire when they was running down the runway, well, there's another one in Canada, Jacob. It's James Blackwood. He lives in Nova Scotia, I think. He's a retired Mountie, 5-0 or whatever you all call him in Canada. He's a retired Mountie. He been feeding raccoons, you know, hot dogs, cookies, marshmallow, probably cat food, like that. I think he's in Nova Scotia, Canada, I think. And you need to watch his channel. And I like watching James Blackwood, the Raccoon Whisperer people. He knows every raccoon. He got maybe 15 to 30 raccoons comes to his house. He feeds them all. He feeds grandma, grandpa, daddy, mommy, maybe great-grandpa, He knows every one of those raccoons by their names. You know, if I see them every day, like him and his wife does, you can recognize them, the color of them, or the hair on them, or their eyes, or, you know, you can tell the difference, just like kitty cats.
So, you don't want us to call the cops, and you don't want us to call social services. I know firsthand what happens to kids like these when they get accused of high crime.
Well, I gotta fill my pill bottle up. I should have done that after I got out of the bathtub, but I had to help my son with something. Never told him about anything like that. When he bought that 6 years or so ago. But that's my fault as a dad. And I want everybody to be careful. If you go to school, watch out for the yellow school buses in the morning and afternoon. Watch out for the school zone. I think the speed limit's around 20 to 25 miles an hour. If you're out on the interstate, people, watch out for vehicles on the over in the emergency lane. Make sure you slow down, move over, no matter who it is. And people, you saw the video I done this morning. Well, just snow flurries, little snow flurries, and other parts of Indiana. INDOT, the highway, Indiana State Highway trucks is out putting salt down and stuff like that. It's around 30, 32, 34 degrees right now here in southern Indiana. So I hope everybody had a good day in school, at work. Happy anniversary if you got married on this date. Happy birthday to anybody who's born on today's date. Happy birthday, my friends. Happy anniversary. Hi to all the foxy ladies.
Everybody's got my back until they don't. Then it's back to a group home or juvie. Where I come from, your word is your bond. So if I say I'm going to protect you, then I'm going to protect you. You just need to open up.
As I said earlier, people, that I saw on a news station out of Indianapolis that Indiana people will get their food stamps tomorrow. You know, whatever we're going to get. I think it's half of them. So if you get $800 in Indiana, you're only going to get $400. If you get $292, you get half of it. That'd be about 91, something like that. Also, I want to give you some DIY to help protect you and your family when you're driving. No, it's not Jeffrey Dahmer. Thank you. That's a cute doggy. It looked like a rabbit dog, I think, Nuna. I like that doggy. A beagle. I call it a rabbit dog. Because all the beagles I grew up with, they always loved chasing rabbits. You know, I like dogs. I had a German. I'm in my 70s. I'm 70 plus. 70 plus. And I'm single. Own my own house. On a fixed income around $900. Yep. Ouch! Which kitty cat was that? Oh, was that you out? Come here, turn around where I can look underneath your neck. Oh, that was Alex. Yeah, and it kind of could say the Vietnam era. You know, the United States Marine Corps in 1970, the summer of 1970. I was about 17. And back there in 1970, people in the Marine Corps, you could sign up for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 6 years. You know, I've seen people die, blowed up, you know, stuff like that. Not too many people. I think, to me, people, that we should never got in the Vietnam War. There's a TV show. Here is 21 something. I don't know what it'll be on your local channel. Called Tour of Duty. Hello, Maya 32. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to an old man's YouTube channel that is bored, nothing to do. I try to help you out. Well, right now I'm watching, I gotta turn my TV down for I get copyrighted. I'm watching NCIS New Orleans is what I'm watching on TV. And if you saw the video I uploaded today, you saw me, you know, that you saw the big container of dry cat food. You see a 2-quart container with milk. I leave about 3 to 4 inches from the top. I fill up with water. Then I put the milk in it, which is probably equal to 1 or 2% milk for my outside cats. And you saw, you know, I love kitty cats. If I didn't have animals to keep me company, I'd probably die of a broken heart or bored to death. I don't even have a girlfriend because I'm choosy. You know, I am choosy. I got, right now, let's see if I can turn around. There's about 4 kitty cats right there. Well, in the house, people, I got 5 female cats. I got 5 female cats in the house. Outside, I got anywhere from 10 to 20. And you saw Boots. Boots is the gray cat with white feet. LB's the other mother cat. I did have 4 mother cats with Mama Blackie. Well, I've kind of done it myself. You know, right now I'm on my cell phone, an iPhone SE Series 3, I guess you call it. I did get me a new laptop in February, an HP laptop with a 17 point, what is it, 2 or 3. I got it from Amazon in February of this year. If you all know about Amazon, third-party people, And these idiots, I'm in my 70s, 70 plus, 70, figures 70 plus. You know, I'm in my early 70s. I got a birthday coming up next month. I usually be in a grouchy mood. You know, because there's things that I like to have for Christmas or get for Christmas I won't get. I'll kind of like to have a girlfriend for Christmas. You know, somebody to love, to talk to. It's around Christmas time. Thank you, my friend. When I was growing up, people, this is the truth, because I don't lie. If I do lie, I tell you if I lie, because I have made a few mistakes. Well, I got my son that stays here with me, because his house burnt a few years ago, and he was working. Almost died in a house fire. He doesn't pay me anything. He's on disability because he got arthritis so bad, the doctor says he can't work anymore. The medicine he takes, nobody will hire him. I should. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Usually Mondays I don't go live because I watch Hudson and Rex. You know, it's out of Canada, out of St. John, Canada. But they fired Hudson. I forget what his real name is. He had cancer. They had some other idiot take his place. He's not like Charlie Hudson on Hudson and Rex. And that other guy, to me, didn't work too well with a German Shepherd. They're in St. John's, Canada, which is on City TV there in Canada. And you do real good. You know, you have good dreams. Follow your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't let anybody abuse you. Your mate or whatever, don't let them abuse you. I say by your name, you're a female. Hello, user tuna. Hola. Hello. Gracias. I never dated a Mexican lady. My sister told me she got 1, 2, 3 Mexican kids and 1 Polak. Sorry if I insulted somebody. I think her daddy was a Polish person. Oh, you're in Chile. Well, I'm in Indiana, USA. Thank you from all the way from Chile. May I ask you what time it is in Well, what I do, Maya, I keep my phone plugged in while I'm on YouTube. I like to be on my computer. I would love to be on my computer, but as I told you all, it broke. And since it came from Amazon, third party, which is PC Online, you can go in your search engine and look at PC Online. Then scroll down until you see BBB, the Better Business Bureau. you see how many hundred of complaints that PC Online got. And I'm one of them. And it was a HP computer with 1 gigabyte of hard drive. I know that. You know, what they gonna get out of an old man? I got no money. You know, no checking account, no girlfriends. All I got is a PayPal and a Cash App. That's all I got. If you go and see the introduction or description, you'll find my post office box, my PayPal. Yeah, I'm leaving it up to God to find me a girlfriend. He knows what I'm looking for. One that don't drink alcohol, do drugs, and it's not a two-timer, kind of on the skinny side. If you watch like Magnum, the new Magnum, that girl that plays his partner on Magnum, something that looks like her. Or if you watch Hudson and Wreck, well, my son knows about my YouTube channel, but he don't get. Hello, 709. One of your neighbors was on here a while ago. You know that Jacob that gets on there? He lives in Canada. I don't know what part of Canada, but Jacob is from Canada. And that makes 1, 2, 3 people from Canada on here. Yeah. I know how old he is. I don't care. Because his dad and mom or guardian is right there with him. You know, I know that. Because this channel is rated PG. Some of you new people, it's on here. I got some mean moderators. There's no sexual harassment, no arguing with anybody. No hate crimes, no putting down women. Yes, he is a mode. He's a moderator. I got some lady moderators. I got men moderators. But I ain't got any kids. Because to be a moderator, you have to be 18. The reason I got lady moderators, in case some of you women get a little PO at me. But they are mean. They might delete your comment. They might put you in timeout for anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 minutes. Or they bar you from the channel. But since I don't have a computer, I can't override them unless I'm on a computer. And 709 and some other moderators, well, I had this computer hacker, which I don't mention his name. He might be in jail or prison because the FBI was hunting for him since he was a computer hacker. That idiot had 4 or 5 different YouTube. Okay, you have sweet dreams. You know, moderators I got is real nice. Moderator works for you. They help your channel grow. They're to help you, not work against you. But that computer hacker I had, he worked against me. He wouldn't listen to me, but he been turned over to the FBI. Well, God knows what I'm hunting for. With that. But they do help me out. I gotta give them credit. I gotta give them credit. They don't put up with no bull crap. Bye, Maya. Thank you for joining me tonight. Make sure you subscribe. That way you know when I go live or upload a video. That way you can go back and watch other videos. Like I say, I'm 70 plus years old. What are us old people going to do? We're bored. We got nothing to do. We try to educate you. Anytime I get anything new, I do a video on it and all that. Yeah, I had to do that cat video because there's people out there that got kitty cats. Yep, I was feeding them. And I told you they're in a big dog cage with a heat lamp. I'm not lying. And Boots, that's a gray cat with the white paws. She's been sleeping in it the last 2 nights. When I go to the living room and look out the window, I look out and Boots is in there sleeping with them. So is Captain. He's a black and white cat. It's more black than it is white. And Snowball, he's white with black spots. He's more white than he is black. Then you have Tiger, Kelly, Lucky. They all like to sleep in there. They're probably all in there tonight because it's 30-something outside here in southern Indiana, USA. Hello, Yoakum. Yes, I got them on. And, my moderators can't be in here all the time. And sometimes I go on YouTube because my moderators lets me know. Hello, I love that cat box you done, but I was going to leave you a comment on that cat box you got. I couldn't leave you a comment. You had it turned off. Maybe there's a reason, but if other people, hey people, you see that Mel Swansong in there, go watch her video. You love the video I think she done today. It's a short video of a cat box with a cover on it. And it got a vent out of it. She runs it, I guess, through a window outside. I guess it has a fan. It takes the smell and everything outside. I look at video, but I want to make a comment to it, but I am keeping warm. I got the blue blanket, which I showed you all. That's if you got some rotten neighbors, I would do it if I had some bad neighbors like they got in the HOA. People, those HOA stories, I'm glad I don't live in a HOA because I'd be in jail. Half of them I would shoot. I know that's terrorized, threatened, but I don't put up with no bull crap. I'm glad I don't live in a HOA. They ain't going to tell me what color to paint my mailbox, how to cut my grass, or not to plant flowers, or what color to paint my house. Can't put up American flag. No HOA is going to tell me what to do at my own house. I make the house payment. They don't make my house payment. But thank God I don't live in a HOA. Like I say, I do watch a whole lot of HOAs. But I'm going to tell you people, I have problems saying Mel's name. I'm going to spell her first name. It's Mellal Swanson. Swansong. Go to her YouTube channel. Mel and I. She's a very sweet lady. You know, she likes cats like I do. It takes a very good person to have dogs or cats in the house. Some of her videos got cats playing with the dog, or the cats laying on the dog, or the dogs laying on the cats. That's a very good, smart lady. Any animal that you got in the house or outside, or if you live on a farm, you got cows that love you. You got donkeys, you got goats, you got chickens. You got all kinds of animals if you live on a farm. And I just love animals. I have dogs, I have cats. In the last year or so, I've lost too many cats, especially in the house. I lost two mama, three mama cats outside. The number one mama cat is Mama Blackie. She was a long-haired black cat. You've seen her in other videos. When it comes December, Mama Blackie been dead a year. She's always been outside. I started letting her come in last year in December. Give her a little bit of time. Showed her where the cat box was. Showed her where the water was. The cat food, the wet cat food. Showed her all that. Then I let her go out. She eat the food outside. That she'd come back later. I let her in, let her stay the night. She goes out the next morning after she eat breakfast again outside. But one day, people, Mama Blackie did not want to go outside in the morning. She heard it thunder and rain, so she decided to make it 2 nights staying in the house. She either slept in the bathroom on the chair or in the clothes basket. So I let her out. It's not uncommon for Mama Blackie to be gone 2 days. Well, I think the 3rd day she came back. She ate some canned food, drank some milk, got in the clothes basket. I knew she was sick. I knew she was going to kick the bucket, you know. I washed her down, you know, and all this before she got in the clothes basket. I got up during the night. Well, he's dead. John Wayne's dead. He's a yellow cat, orange cat, whatever color you want to call it. He slept in the basket with her where she wouldn't die alone. He stayed in there after she passed away. I went in there and she got out of the bath. Bug is a pretty kitty cat. Well, like people, sometimes inside kitty cats will live 20 plus years, give or take a little. I had cats that was 22 years old when they died that was in the house. But outside cats live anywhere from 10 to 15 years. Mama Blackie, I would say she was probably 10 to 15 years old when she died. And Mama Blackie was a good mama cat. She lived across the road. She brought her babies over. Every time she comes, the babies will follow mama. I've never been around cats that's 25, 26 years old. I think the oldest one I've been around was 22 years old. And they're part of the family. So Mama Blackie brought January. She was a long-haired gray cat. Pretty Girl, she was a gray cat. Those two's dead. I guess a coyote got him, or a fox, or some wild animal got him. But she brought her babies over. I said, Mama Blackie, leave your babies here, because every time you cross the road, your baby gets killed. By leaving them here, you know they get fed and all that. She did leave them there. And when she comes to visit every day to eat breakfast and supper, she would take care of her babies. She would take care of her grandkids and her great-grandkids like they was her own babies. She would go out and catch her grandkids mice to teach them the smell of the mouse and the taste of the mouse. Now, the new mama cats outside is doing the same thing, teaching their babies. I know. But to me, Melon, the doctor should never work on that cat. When the cat's sick like that, to me, there's something wrong. He or she should never operate it on that cat. But maybe it was his Muggs Monkey. I never thought naming a cat Monkey. Like I say, I'm sitting up in bed because when I get underneath the blanket, for some reason, Wildcat, this be the second night that he's not in here, because when I get underneath the blanket, he would sleep underneath the blanket all night. Now he decided not to do that. But some vets are greedy out there. They know your animals is sick. They know they're not supposed to operate on a dog or cat or anything if they're sick. They know better. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a veterinarian. But they teach them you don't operate on anything if they're sick. That's the rule of thumbs. You know, that makes me mad. Also, you saw me in the video. I fed the outside hot dogs. I cut them up like beanie weenies. You know, I slice it. They get, I can say, they eat good for outside cats. I gave my inside cats some hot dogs. But I had a Siamese cat. That was Mama Tina. She always, this time of year, she always slept underneath the blanket. Especially this blue blanket. And she was a good mama cat. She was like Mama Blackie. But she was a good mama cat. I had a calico cat. Called her Kelly when I lived up at the other place. Kelly had her babies in the bathroom underneath the sink because I had a door that was on. Well, monkeys are learning, to appreciate people's food. Them animals see you eat people's food, and monkey is trying to comfort you. Monkey knows you lost Bug. They like meatloaf. They like fried chicken. You don't feed them the bones because they're not used to eating bones. Outside kitty cats is used to eating bones because they catch rabbits, they catch birds, they catch mice, and like this on the outside. They're used to eating bones. Inside cats not. They do get canned food when I can afford it. They got canned food at Walmart. You can go to Walmart side and look. Hey, kitty cats are bossy. That's a fact. They're bossy. They like your husband or your wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend. They try to boss us around. That's a fact. Even dogs does the same thing. These kitty cats let you know when they're out of water. They let you know. Like Mama Tina. When my son was working, he would stop at Arby's when he got off work. He'd go in his bedroom and sit down with his roast beef. Yeah. And he happened to turn his head for a second, and Mama Tina reached over and grabbed that whole roast beef sandwich. And from thereafter, people, my son had to eat his roast beef out in his Jeep, which is broke down. But you can go to Walmart website and look at the wet cat food. I can't think of the name of the wet cat food, but it's about 67 cents a can. I like to get them like tuna or some kind of fish or liver, because they love tuna. Or any kind of fish. They love that. And I usually got a possum that comes out up on the porch and eats what cat food is left or any milk. Because I put some dry cat food in with the milk, where they get the taste of it and it's kind of soft, because there are outside cats. And like I say, people, if I didn't have the kitty cats to talk to, the pet to love, they give me unconditional love. They keep an eye on me. I'm bored. I ain't got a girlfriend. Kind of wish I had a good foxy lady. You know, like Higgins on Magnum or Sarah, it's on Hudson and Rex, which it's on right now, but since they fired Hudson, but they brought him back in season 8. But you know, when they do these TV shows, they film a bunch of them, and I have not watched any. You know, trust your animals, people. Even ladies, if you got a dog, if you got a boyfriend and that dog acts kind of strange around your boyfriend, I pay attention to it. Kitty cats is the same way. Because the animal knows if that person is bad for you. I know animals does get jealous. Because you're giving your loving to your boyfriend or your girlfriend. But trust your animals. They know something that you don't know. You know, that's something I want to teach y'all. Animals can tell if there's something wrong with you or your mate, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or whatever. They can tell. They can tell. Because us human puts out different smells. Some animals can tell you if you got cancer or you got heart problems. They can tell. They can tell you if your blood pressure goes up. I know I'm not a doctor. It's just my experience of being around animals for 70 plus years. You know, ouch. I gotta stretch out. Hello, Alex. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Kathy. I see your granddaughter, Margaret, is sleeping. I know the kitty cats don't talk human. But if you pay it, people, if you pay attention to your dogs or cats or any animal you got, listen to. Well, I got a full-size bed. And since I don't have a computer, I can't put it on my lap. That's the problem. And I get tired of holding my cell phone. And, no. Sorry, kitty cats, I gotta get comfortable. My back's hurting while I've been sitting up. When I'm laying in bed, people, I feel a whole lot better. Yeah, I will stay warm. I got that blue blanket. And the other blanket I got on top of it, you call it, I think, a moving blanket. When you move or have these people move you, it's a real thick, heavy blanket. That does keep me warm. I did have two or three of them, maybe two. I finally wore the other one out. And my porch is a little bit cleaner than what it was in the summertime. I cleaned the top of my porch out where I could put the dog cage out there for my kitty cats. put the garbage can out there with a trash bag to help out with the trash outside. Since I've done that, I got rid of 90% of my flies. And that's one thing, people. You live out in the country, you're going to have mice comes in. It's nice to have kitty cats in the house and outside. They catch those mice and keep them from coming in the house. But you might have one come in the house, or maybe two. I don't know if these kitty cats are mice catchers. I know some of my tomcats I had was mouse catchers. But I keep the temperature around 68, somewhere between 68 and 69. I can't have it hot. I can't breathe. I can't sleep. You know, if I had a girlfriend, I hope she don't mind this cool temperature, but man, I just can't breathe when it gets hot. I start sweating. And I got my socks on, people, because I'm a diabetic. Anybody who's a diabetic, you got to have socks on because you will get cold. And I got a shirt on tonight. Usually, when I get off of here, I got to take my shirt off and hang it back up in the bathroom because I cannot sleep with a shirt on. It feels like I'm in a straitjacket. And one day I would get a foxy lady. And I want you all to go back and look at my videos. I'm about 320 away from 1,000 subscribers. I think it's 320. I'm not too good in math. It could be 319, somewhere around 319 to 320 away from 1,000 subscribers. I don't make any money from YouTube. That's how come Hello, Jacob. What part of Canada you live in, you know? Because 709, 709 concert videos, go to his YouTube channel. That way you two can talk since you're both in Canada. That makes 1, 2, maybe 3 people from Canada. I like Montreal. Okay. But 709, the way he talks, he lives on an island. But I don't know that much about Canada. I don't know what islands is in Canada. I know about St. John's. Because I watched Hudson or Rex, or I did, until they fired Charlie Hudson. I think well, sometimes he does a band. I think maybe that's his wife's band, I would say. He does parts of Canada where he lives. He got some cute doggies. And he told me where Jack Blackwood lives. If you know him, he lives in Canada. He's also known as Raccoon Whisperer, a retired Mountie. He feeds raccoons all summer long. In the wintertime, he feeds Rudolph. He feeds all the deers. I think apples and stuff like that. He feeds them, and I forget what else he feeds Rudolph. I think James Blackwood's a very good young man. I know he's older than me. Got a good wife. I think his first wife passed away a few years ago. And he has 2 kitty cats, a black and white one, and I think James' other kitty cat is a calico cat. And the reason I use my post office box, people, in case you want to send me gift cards or hoodies or hello, far as for you, sorry. Welcome, my friend. That's okay. You don't have to know me. Just watch my videos. Okay. You know, I'm 70 plus years old. 70 plus. I'm on a fixed income, around $900 a month. I own my own house. I try to make everybody happy, people. I'm older than 65. I'm 70 plus. I'm in my 70s, early 70s. Good. Thank you. If I get an email, I will subscribe to your You know, I'm in my 70s. It's hard. And we talk about anything. We talk about anything on here. We talk about YouTube, StreamYard, laptop computers, which... See, I bought a computer. And I got it from Amazon in February. It was an HP laptop, third party. If you know anything about Amazon. Nope, I don't have Facebook. I never will have Facebook. My son does, but I don't. I don't like Facebook because they violate people's First Amendment rights. If you say something bad, if you say something about a Democrat, they'll delete your comment or what you say on Facebook. I believe in First Amendment rights. I'm on X, I'm on X, but I can't remember what it is right at the top of my head. I think it's Tom Cartwright 4375, I think. I'm not sure. But I'm not on Facebook. I got a friend who comes up here on my YouTube, and he does share his video on his Facebook page. He lives over in Kentucky. I think around Churchill Downs, the racetrack. Somewhere out in that area. Nope. I have hunt for squirrels, rabbits, birds. Hello, Jessica. Welcome back, my friend. I miss you. And as you saw I guess 2 videos I uploaded today. One where they start spitting snow. Real small snowflakes. Usually, if my experience, when you got little snowflakes like that, it don't snow too long. I think it quit snowing maybe about 2 o'clock, but we didn't even get a dust. And I got a little dust and the snow on my car, but that's about all. Other parts of Indiana, the State Highway Department was out cleaning snow, putting salt down in other parts of Indiana, at least north of me. And maybe west of me, I don't know. Okay, Jacob, you take it easy. Bless you and your parents. Don't forget to tell your parents you love them before you go to bed. They probably say, why are you telling us you love you? So I've been watching a YouTube channel because anything can happen to your mom and dad when you're sleeping. You could die in your sleep or the house catch on fire. Or somebody drive by and start shooting at the house. That's why I do that. You always tell your parents you love them, even before they go to work or when they get home. Your younger generation, you need to help out around the house. Watch your mom and dad cook. Learn how to wash the clothes, because one day your younger generation is going to get married. And you learn how to cook. You can't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or bologna. You need to learn how to cook. If one of you gets sick, how's your children going to get fed? Or you need your clean clothes. See, your younger generation needs to watch your parents. Watch them how to cook, wash the clothes, clean the house, how to grow a garden where you can plant your food and can your food. If your parents or your grandma can your food, watch them how to can their food. Because you can your own food, people, it's better for you. And when you get in the grocery store, that's a fact. And if you can have chickens where you live, in the county, the city, or town, if you live in a city or town, you got to check on the local laws if you can have chickens or roosters. They might let you have chickens, but the rooster, they crow about 5 o'clock in the morning. That means they might have a noise ordinance. To me, hearing the rooster crow is the best music you can hear at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And it's probably, where's my remote control? It's about 10:15 or 10:18. I'm watching NCIS New Orleans. I'm watching that instead of Hudson and Rex until they bring Hudson back on there. I usually don't get on here on Mondays, but since I'm boycotting Hudson and Rex, which is a city TV in Canada, because his name is John Ridden, I think, who plays Charlie Hudson on Hudson and Rex. You know, since they fired him because he had cancer. They should never have done it because everybody got cancer all over the planet. That shows they didn't back Hudson or John Redden, and he had cancer. You know, there's people mad all over this planet. You'd be surprised how many people on this planet that watch Hudson and Rex. I was surprised when I read some of the comments from other countries that watch Hudson and Rex. They brought Hudson back, but I haven't seen it yet. Because they do tape a whole lot of episodes. But that guy that took Charlie Hudson's place, he's an idiot. To me, he's not a good actor. He don't work well with that dog, which they call him Rex. That dog don't seem to like him. Well, John Redden, no, a.k.a. Charlie Hudson, that dog likes him. Animals trust the people they work with. Rex did not like the guy who took Charlie Hudson's place. It's only my opinion. And I want to thank you all that have subscribed to my channel, that helping me get my subscribers up. God bless you all. And get back to the computer that I bought from Amazon, the third party PC Online. You can look PC Online up on your search engine and scroll down to the BBB, the Better Business Bureau. You will see over 100 complaints how bad they are. I had problems with my new laptop. The PC Online is not a dealer for HP computers. They're not a repair shop for HP computers. They upgraded it without HP permission. It voids the warranty. I'm mad at HP for not fixing it since it's under warranty. They got me really peed. And my family, my son, my daughter, and other family members are an HP family. When they get a new computer now, I said, Dad, we're not getting no more HP computers because of the way they done you. They stick to their guns, so they probably lost maybe 10 computer buyers, give or take a little, because the way they treated this old man. I'd rather be on my computer, people, with my studio mic. I can sit in the living room in my computer chair. I can do more on my computer and I can my cell phone. But with God's help, people, I will get a new computer. But I want a desktop computer. Because I can change the hard drive, I can change the power supply, the graphics card. I can do that all myself. Because there used to be a TV show. You can look them up on YouTube. Tech TV and Screensavers. I'm thinking one of the guys in it was Leo Laporte, I think. They show you how to build a desktop from scratch. That's what I did with my Dell desktop. Watching them change the graphics card, the hard drive, the RAM. I changed everything. Today, that laptop would be classified as a gaming computer. Today, that's what it would be classified. But I can't afford no more payments on anything. I'm tapped